There's 45% of the population here is 26 years and below. The India average is 50%. If we look at the economy of Amritsar, both in rural and urban sector, the incomes are going down, productivity is low, unemployment is rising. Firstly, the law and order is terrible here. We have had daytime shootings, murders, extortion calls, then drugs. Drugs is a major issue. It's only got worse. It is again very clear that this time, please vote for development of Amritsar. Last 10 years have been a complete waste.
Hello and welcome to NewsMobile. And in this segment of Election Yatra, we have Mr. Taranjit Sandhu, who is BJP's candidate from Amritsar Lok Sabha constituency and former India's ambassador to the United States. Ambassador Sandhu, welcome to NewsMobile.
Thank you.
First of all, how is everything going? How are you in this, chaotic political thing?
Well, to tell you honestly, I see it more as continuation of public service. 36 years I was involved with the Indian Foreign Service as a diplomat in different places, a lot of challenging assignments. And now back in Amritsar, I see it another way of serving the people. You know my family background here, my grandfather, my father, my mother, they've all served Amritsar. It's my hometown. There are lots of problems, issues here, and I'm trying to bring focus on those. I see that I have good contacts. I have used those contacts in the past to transform the relationship into a partnership between United States and India. Lots of investments are coming into India. Lots of factories are being set up, which is leading to jobs for our people, which also helps with the development. So let me tell you the problems in Amritsar, and those are quite eye-opener. Firstly, the law and order is terrible here. We have had daytime shootings, murders, extortion calls, then drugs. Drugs is a major issue. It's only got worse. We have a member of parliament for 2 terms, and the situation has only become worse and worse. Then cleanliness. Cleanliness, especially here, the sewerage and drinking water are mixing up. So you can imagine how poisonous it is. There are dumps here. They are open nalas, which are a huge health hazard. And to top it all, if we look at the economy of Amritsar, both in rural and urban sector, the incomes are going down, productivity is low, unemployment is rising. For that, I have some very practical solutions. Things like connectivity. There needs to be more connections with Bharat and abroad. So I have those, I can be that bridge, and I'm trying to offer that aspect. Connectivity, you'll be surprised. For example, here, the cargo utilization facility is only 20% of the 100%. That itself can lead to a spurt in the economy, both in industry as well as in agriculture. So let me tell you about Amritsar. There's 45% of the population here is 26 years and below. The India average is 50%. So it's very important to utilize this energy of the youth in constructive, positive way. And one of the most important aspects is education partnership. You know, with the rest of India, especially with United States, this is deepening. A lot of universities from US are collaborating with their Indian counterparts, setting up their degrees here so that children don't have to go abroad and waste lakhs and lakhs of their parents' money. I'm saying that a large number of them go there and their degrees are not recognized. And then they end up doing, at least 4 times lower what they would have got there. So Amritsar, it's very important in the new education policy to have degrees not for degrees' sake, but degrees for skills. And if we can impart that in our youth, also bring investments into Amritsar, which is coming into rest of Bharat, that can provide lot of job opportunities here and can gainfully use the energy of the youth. So my message is very clear that there are huge opportunities opening up in Bharat and the youth should not miss those. One of the ways of doing it is, of course, in investments, in jobs, but another very popular and upcoming way is startups. So we are trying to encourage startups in Amritsar. Overall, India-wise, the figure has gone much above 100,000. When some years back, it was almost negligible. So startup culture can use the energy of the youth and make it very productive. And that collaboration, international collaboration and local. For example, in Amritsar, there's a great opening for startups in something like tourism. Very simple. Because we already have 150,000 visitors coming every day and they go up to 250,000. If we can improve the connectivity, that can jump to almost 5 lakhs daily. Now you can see if we can have startups linked to this, the youth and women. And we are, the Indian diaspora, especially the Punjabi diaspora in the US, is making huge contributions for that. Already they have contributed $100 million, especially for startups. So that's a great opening and I'm trying to work on that. So, absolutely, my contacts and my ability to deliver, which was well seen in the 4 years I was Ambassador of India to United States, those contacts can help Amritsar a lot, and that's my main objective. Secondly, my national contacts, with agriculture, with commerce, with a whole lot of across the board, civil aviation, culture. So all those also will stand in good state. My message is again very clear that this time, please vote for development of Amritsar. Last 10 years have been a complete waste. You just go around Amritsar and you look at the problems. It's time that we focus on developmental issues, and I'm glad that focus is coming. All the other candidates are also trying to talk about it. And Prime Minister Modi, who has the ability to transform, we have seen that in rest of India, that we need to bridge that in Amritsar. And this is a parliament election. They need to keep in mind because Prime Minister Modi is going to form the government in the center. A very good listener, willing to incorporate out-of-the-box ideas. And you have mentioned in 2014, I was part of the team along with Dr. Jaishankar, which organized his first visit. And he had tremendous energy despite the fact that all the days, he was completely on fast, just having hot water. So you can look at the energy level which he has. Then again, he built up a great relationship with President Obama, later with President Trump, and now with President Biden. So you can see that he has a very grounded approach, but has an ability to deliver. And that's why worldwide, today he's in a position where most of the president's leaders call him whenever there's an issue and consult him. You also saw our G20 leadership. It was pretty visible, quite in the open, and we were able to incorporate excitement and build up excitement all over India because the G20 was spread out, not centralized in Delhi.
Ambassador Sandhu, thank you so much for giving your time to NewsMobile.